Okay, so good evening, class. Today we will complete our chapter pricing, and then from the next class we will start product. Okay, so in the last class we have completed pricing strategies, right? We have completed pricing strategies. We have completed what? Pricing strategies. So, first, let me give a revision of those pricing strategies. Number one was market penetration pricing, right? Market penetration pricing means what? In order to penetrate in a highly competitive market where there are large number of competitors. So now I want to enter into such a market, then at that time I have to keep my price low. I have to keep my price low in order to attract customers, right? This was market penetration pricing. Next was what? Market scheming pricing. Scheme the cream. The term was what? Scheme the cream. So here the marketer at the introductory stage of the product just keeps the price very high. Why? Because the marketer is not having any competitor. That's why the marketer can enjoy this benefit. So at the initial stage only, the marketer schemes the cream, charges a high price of the product the marketer is coming up with. Okay, and why the marketer could do such a thing? Because there is no competitor. Because the marketer is having no competitor. That's why it is possible for the marketer to keep the price high at the beginning. Because the marketer knows with time competitor will arise. With time product will have a substitute. His product might have substitute. There might be more better products. So it's better to just scheme the cream at the very initial stage. But this is not the case in case of market penetration pricing. Then we talked about product bundle pricing, right? So product bundle pricing is what? Some high valued products and some low valued products are offered together at a lower rate to the customers. Okay, so if the customers would have purchased those products separately, then the price would have been higher. Okay, so this is another type of pricing. Next, product line pricing. Product line means the type of products the marketer is selling. Suppose beauty products, then baby care products, then stationery. Then the pricing of all these products will be different, and this is known as a product line pricing. We talked about captive product pricing, right? Captive product pricing. What are the captive products? The products that need a main product to work. That is captive product, like razor blades. Razor is the main product, captive product is the blades. Correct. So here the pricing strategy is what? Here the pricing strategy, the marketer here have to keep in mind that this main product supports this captive product only. If the captive product is having substitute and that substitute is easily set in this razor, then there is no, then the marketer will suffer a loss because people will purchase other substitute products. So here what happens? The marketer need to keep in mind that the captive product is not having any substitute. Clear? This is captive product pricing. Then we talked about discount pricing. We know segment pricing, psychological pricing we talked about. Correct? And what? We talked about geographical pricing. There was free on board. There was uniform geographical pricing. There was zonal pricing. Okay, we have already talked about all this. Now let's move on to the channels of distribution. Today we'll start with the last part, that is channels of distribution. Okay. So just a minute. Just a minute. So we will talk about what? Channels of distribution. So what is channels of distribution? Means there must be a pathway, right? There must be a pathway through which the goods will be delivered to the final consumers, right? There must be a way through which the goods have to be delivered to the final consumers. Here is the manufacturer. The final consumers are here. So there need to be a way so that the good reaches the final consumers. And this pathway is known as the channels of distribution. এতক্ষণ আমরা মার্কেটিং এর কথা বলছিলাম, এতক্ষণে আমরা প্রাইসিং এর কথা বলছিলাম। বাট প্রাইজিংয়ের ভ্যালু কখন আসবে? যখন আমার প্রোডাক্টটা ফাইনাল কনজিউমারের কাছে রিচ করবে। প্রোডাক্টটা তৈরি হয়ে যদি যেখানে তৈরি হচ্ছে সেখানেই যদি থেকে যায়, তাহলে তো সেই প্রোডাক্টের কোনো ভ্যালুই নেই। The product should reach to the final consumers. The product should reach to the final consumers. And the way, the path the product follows to reach the final consumer is known as what? Channel of distribution. Okay, so what is the importance of this channel of distribution? So importance ta ki channel of distribution, what is the importance of this channel of distribution? Number 1, rapid turnover. What do we mean by the term turnover? What do we mean by the term turnover? Turnover means what? It means sales. It means sales. So if my channel of distribution is uninterrupted, if my channel of distribution is uninterrupted and it's quick and timely delivery happens, in that case our turnover rate will be high. Yes or no? Ki bollam? If my channel of distribution, there is no interruption in the path, there is no such interruption in the path, it's simple, it's straight, there is no such interruption, and it's timely happening. আমার যদি প্রোডাক্টের ডেলিভারিটা টাইমলি হয়, যদি চ্যানেল অফ ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন ক্লিয়ার থাকে, তাহলেই টাইমলি ডেলিভারি পসিবল, তাহলেই কুইক ডেলিভারি পসিবল। তাহলে কি হবে? আমার টার্নওভার রেটটাও কিন্তু হাই হবে। সাপোজ আই এম আ কনজিউমার, ঠিক আছে? নাও হোয়াট ইজ হ্যাপেনিং? নাও ইউ আর purchasing online everything, okay? So now what is happening, you will see in every online apps, shopping apps especially, they have already given they have already said that delay will happen. Due to what? Due to this pandemic situation. So at this point of time we cannot expect a quick delivery, but during normal times we always expect a quick delivery. Like in Flipkart, they delivers product within 2 days, sometimes within 1 day, but at this situation we cannot expect that. Now why such quick delivery they have prompt for or opt for? Because the more the delivery will be quick, the more the turnover will be high. Suppose I have ordered a book, the book got delivered the next day only. Once it got delivered, then again I thought of purchasing another book. So see, the sale is increasing. But if I have ordered a book and it's taking 10 days time to come, then again I will not, then as a consumer I will not think of purchasing anything, and I will wait first for the delivery of that book, right? So why they opt for such a fast delivery? They opt for such fast delivery so that the turnover rate increases. This is our mindset. We wait for a product until and unless the product reaches us, we do not place another order. So the more the time will be, means the delivery will take, the more delay and the less turnover will occur. So rapid turnover happens if the delivery path is clear, uninterrupted, and delivery is quick and timely. Number 2, widens the market. If a product is having, or if the marketer is having efficient distribution channel, then it can satisfy customers of different regions. Yes or no? So just the big, means the examples that I will give: Flipkart, Amazon. You all know about the delivery system of them. They deliver anywhere and everywhere almost. Means they have a very efficient distribution channel. That's why that is possible. Yes or no? Amazon, Flipkart, They have a huge, big basket, Grofers. Their distribution channel is very efficient. That's why we can sit anywhere. We are sitting anywhere, and we can order anything we want. They have such efficient delivery system. So no matter where I am, they will deliver me the goods. Like Amazon, Flipkart, they almost have delivery. They almost deliver goods everywhere. Why it is possible? Why this is possible? Because of the efficient distribution channel. They could satisfy the need of customers sitting at distant areas. Yes or no? So it is what an efficient delivery system is helping the marketer. The marketer is achieving a wider market area. The marketer is able to capture a wide market area. The marketer is not restricted to certain areas. Rather, the marketer would capture a wide area because of the efficient delivery system. Is it clear? Next, number 3. Linking manufacturers and customers. I told you at the beginning only. The product is produced by the manufacturer. Now, if the product do not move to the final consumers, then what is the utility or the benefit of the product? So, this delivery channel, this delivery system is creating a bridge to remove the gap between the final consumers and the manufacturer of the product. Right? I told you at the beginning only. That is only channels of distribution. This pathway through which this gap could be reduced between the manufacturer of the product and the final consumers. What it is known as channels of distribution. And this is one of the importance of it, to bridge the gap. Number 4 is creation of utility. Creation of utility. It creates utility. What utility? Time utility, place utility. How it creates time and place utility? By delivering the product to the right people at the right place at the right time. By delivering the product at the right place to the right people at the right time. So it is creating a time and place utility. If we cannot deliver the product to the right people or at the right place, then it will have a bad image. It will create a bad image about that shopping app, about that marketer. So an efficient distribution channel creates a time and place utility by delivering the product to the right people at the right place at the right time. Is it clear? So what are the 4 importance? Rapid turnover, widens the market area, creates utility, bridges the gap between the manufacturer and the final consumers. Is it clear? So this is known as channel of distribution. What? Channel of distribution. Okay.